All right, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakudash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Let the say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to tie this lesson. He knoweth that he had but a short time. And I'm talking about the so-called white man, Esau Edom, because one of the first undercarriages that this devil know that is because of the prophets, man. We're the ones that telling him that he ain't got no time left. Matter of fact, let's get this in Jeremiah, cause this has always been the case with all these former kingdoms. You know, the Lord relate a message through the prophets that you know the kingdom about to go down, man. Same thing with this America. Ain't nothing new. It ain't like cause it's America that shit changed now. No, man. Actually, we're in the time now where we going the hardest, man. You know, So this is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It said, the prophet that have been before me and before thee of old. See? So this has always been the case. What the message the prophets relayed. Both Salakia, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And we in the greatest, which is Babylon the Great. And we talking of war, evil, and of pestilence. Meaning what? Those are the different ingredients for a falling of a kingdom, man. War, evil, and pestilence, man. And we saying all these things is coming to the max here in America, man. And throughout the planet Earth, we saying that this beast system as a whole, this devil and his power structure as a whole is about to go down, man. By the way of war, evil, and pestilence, man. And as you see, as time goes progress, which this devil don't have time, you see these things coming to pass, man. We see these things coming to pass, man. But this devil in his work thinking, he believes that he can add a second or another minute to his kingdom, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Cause this devil knows it's all about time. He knows that. That's why you got a clock everywhere. They got watches, even a clock on your microwave, man. It's Wisdom Solomon 2 and 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. See? And these are the counsel of the ungodly. Really, these elite bankers, man. The chief house of Edom, the ones that's really pulling the strings, throughout the planet Earth, man. Is these Amalekites, man. These secret means that they have, and this is pretty much the summary of everything they say, man. This is just a summary of what these devils and their counsel is talking about, man. And it says reason with themselves, but not right. Why is not right? Because they going off their warped thinking, man. It's not really prudent counsel that these devils are having. Because guess what? It's not like they saying, okay, how can we make amends or, do something diplomatically, just go ahead and transfer the kingdom over. No, these devils thinking they can just take out the Israelites and because we are the last obstacle before them to get to this new world order, man. So these devils in their warped mind, their warped thinking they could just get rid of the Israelites to get the birthright because that's what it's all go back to. That's what it all go back to, man. But this is on Sirach 19 and 22. It said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. See? Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. See? And that's what we starting to see now. The so-called white man, and his treachery, everybody's catching on to it now, man. This man was able to run circles around the people for centuries, man. But now in crunch time, you see everything he doing now. This nigga playbook shrunk and so short in such a short time. He can only go so many places, which ultimately, He's gonna be reduced to going to the sword, man. That's what it's gonna come down to, man. This devil's gonna come down, with that great rap. Matter of fact, let's get that. Because that's what it's gonna pretty much lead to. Everything that he counseled about and did all these different enchantments and this and that. Well, guess it's not working no more, man. You know. So what's the next step? The sword. This is Revelation 12:12. It said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath." Why? Because he knoweth that he had but a short time. See? And that's just like you playing a game with your little brother, and you beating the shit out of him on the game, man. So what's the next step? He gonna throw the controller down on the floor. He gonna swing on you, man. That's what this devil is gonna do, man. That's what Esau Edom is gonna do. He's gonna throw everything to the side and come at you with the sword, man. He's gonna press upon you with his military, man. You know? Why? Because he know that he had but a short time. He know that that his kingdom is over with. Let's see, let's get this in Job 14:5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. See, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." See? So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah already set up the different scenes in a movie. A whole scene in a movie don't run for the whole course of the movie, man. It's different scenes within the movie, man. It tells you that in Hebrews, I think it's Hebrews 1 and 2, the Lord, he made the worlds. Those are different rulerships, man. Ain't nothing different with Esau. This is not going to be a perpetual rulership, man. This is not perpetual, man. The Lord said a bound he ain't going to be able to pass, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. And it all goes to time. Oh, this back in Job 38, matter of fact. Job 38. And I started at 10. It says, "And break up for my decreed place and set bars and doors." See? And what are those bars and doors? Are different boundaries, man. You can't walk through a door. A door have to be open for you to go through it, man. But guess what? The Lord has set this door. Is going to get to a point in time where this devil's going to get to that certain point. And that's going to be it. Oh, that's why the scripture said the end watching for thee. The end waiting on the devil, man. It's a certain day, a certain time, a certain second. All the way down to the millisecond where this man is going to be overthrown, man. Why? Because it was a time where he was planted. And there's a time where this man's going to be violently plucked up, man. And it all goes back to time. And that's one thing that this man have no control over. That's why he's so fascinated with time travel. You got all these different moves about time travel. Why? Because he want to try and travel. It's to the point where he gotta try. He need the time travel. That's in this nigga mind, man. He need the time travel, man. Why? Because he know that once he's overthrown, he's gonna catch nothing but hell, and then Obadiah the 18th verse gonna happen, man. But it said bars and doors, different those boundaries, and said, "Hitherto shalt thou come, but no further." See? Meaning what? You get to this point, you're gonna rule for this certain amount of time, this little season, but that's it. And here shall thy proud ways be stayed. See? So guess what? These are the proud ways. Oh, this what it is in Psalms 124, the proud waters. Well, the Lord is gonna stop those proud waters, those proud ways, man. He tell you that in Jeremiah 5th chapter. He said, though they roar, they still ain't gonna pass. They're gonna toss themselves. They still ain't gonna pass that boundary, man. No matter what. Why? Because your time is up, man. Your time is up, man. So let's go back to Wisdom Solomon 2. Wisdom Solomon 2:1. It said, "For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but not aright." See? And we know that the counsel of the wicked is not prudence. So that's why I said it's not right. It's not right, man. It's off. It says, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. See? So they understand this devil know that he's here for a little season, you know. But it said, in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to return from the grave. This time about when the rich man died, you know, when he finally get overthrown, you know, he loses his power, you know, he's not gonna come back, man. He's not gonna come back into power, man. You know, he's not gonna come back into a heavenly state, man. You know, he's gonna be abased, and then he's gonna be exterminated, man. See, this is what the devil got. That's what he got to deal with, man. That's why he's coming with that great rap, because he know that he had but a short time. He only got a short time before that ass whooping come, man. You know, you would do the same thing Esau do if you know he was an Edomite, man. That's the worst thing to be, is an Edomite. And guess what? It's gonna truly be made manifest when times runs out, man. You know, cause that's what it's all about, time, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Second Ezra 4 and 37, I believe. Let's see, Second Ezra 4 and 37. It said, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. See? So guess what? That's talking about these different rulerships, man. Because when you deal with history, you gauge about who was ruling, man. You know? You gauge history by who was ruling during that time, man. You know? But guess what? These times, they already been measured and numbered. It was a certain time you was gonna come in, you know, and it was gonna be a certain time that you was gonna leave out, man. Same thing with America. Ain't nothing different with America, man. You know. Actually, this is gonna be the time. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to that. Let's see. Let's get this in St. Luke 21. St. Luke 21 in I think it's 24. St. Luke 21 and matter of fact, I started 22. It said, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which I read may be fulfilled. See, that's the time we coming right back into, man. The days of vengeance, when this devil is finna come down and try to pretty much get his birthright, man. See, cause that's what it's all about. That's why, like I said, going back to time travel, he need, you know, in this nigga mind, he need the time travel so he can get that birthright, you know, so he can warn Esau, don't take that deal, or even go back to Cain, you know, don't do that, sacrifice the right thing, cause Cain was the firstborn. Cain supposed to had the was gonna have the birthright, cause he was the firstborn. But guess what? The nigga fucked it up twice, man. You know, back to back, man. You know. But guess what? We once again coming to a days of vengeance, which is called Jacob's trouble. He says, but warn to them that are with child and give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. See, who's the one that's going to bring that wrath? The devil, man. Esau, Edom, man. Why? Because that time is short, man. It said, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive to all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. See? And guess what? We at the end of that, man. Why? Because Esau, Edom is the last Gentile, the last heathen that was going to be ruling, man. You know? So this is it for Esau, Edom, and all the other nations, man. You know? So the time of the Gentiles is being fulfilled now, man. You know, this is our last captivity. You know, because if we ain't in rulership, we at the bottom, man. If we ain't at the bottom, we in rulership. Ain't no number two, you know, the number two under Esau's throne. No, man. Either we at the bottom or we on the top. And we coming in the time where we coming back on the top, man. You know, so let's go back to 2 Ezra 4 and 37 again. It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. He doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. See, so guess what? Even within these different rulerships, it's certain things that have to come to pass before the Lord overthrow this place, man. And guess what? It's only thing we be looking for is this devil coming down with great wrath and this chip getting mandated. That's when the time's gonna be moved because that's when the discretion is gonna come. You know, that's when discretion is gonna come. But guess what? Overtime is going to happen, man. At the end of the day, overtime is going to happen, regardless what this devil think. This nigga have a peace treaty, or whatever, world peace. But guess what? Somehow, some way, this devil's gonna rub somebody the wrong way, and World War III gonna get started. He's gonna mandate this chip. The discretion is gonna come. Over time, this man is already set in stone. Matter of fact, let me end off on this. Matter of fact, this Revelation 9. So like a Revelation 9 and 15. And the four angels were loose, which were prepared, see, for an hour and a day and a month and a year for the slate of third part of man, see? And that's what we're looking forward to, man. The third part of man is Esau, Edom, man. And this is the third part of this devil in his major rulership. Starting the Greeks, then the Romans, then now you got the revised Roman Empire, spearheaded by America and this beast system. That's who this destruction is for. But guess what? It's a certain time, all the way down to the millisecond, where this man's gonna be overthrown, man. And that's one of Esau's biggest enemy. Is time, and he knows that. So yeah, I just hold the edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect that sees word in our true faith and sincerity. DTA and bye.